Lesson number 4, how we organize and name sounds, from Learn Violin Fast, Book 1. Sounds can be low or high, and we'll call that pitch. Each note's pitch is determined by how fast the air vibrates or moves. The vibrations we call hertz after a famous scientist, or Hz in written form. When we speak or sing, our stomach, chest, and diaphragm suck in air, and then when we exhale, when we speak or when we sing, our vocal cords vibrate the air and we create sound that way. We can do lower sound by vibrating with the vocal cords slower, or really high by vibrating with the vocal cords vibrating higher and faster. On the violin, the pitch of string is determined by the length, thickness, and tension of the string. And as we discussed in previous videos, we can change the length of the string by placing the fingers. We can change its tension by adjusting the pegs or the fine tuners, and also the thickness of the string. And remember that the G string is thicker from previous classes and it's lower, which has less tension, and E string is very thin and has a lot more tension. And so it produces a very high sound. The open A vibrates 440 times per second or hertz, and when you pluck or bow the open A, the string vibrates 440 times per second. So a little bit of math and science here, but when you double those vibrations, 440 times 2 to 880, you get the same letter A or La if you use solfege, but it now vibrates 880 times per second. So if you put 3 fingers on the E string, you'll get the higher octave A, but in science terms, that string vibrates twice as fast as the open A, and this A here, so this is the E string, I'm placing 3 fingers, that E string is vibrating 880 times per second, which is double of open A, which is 440. So when you double the vibrations of any string, whether it's violin, guitar, piano, it vibrates twice as fast and it produces the same letter, so A, but octave up. So up an octave means it's vibrating twice as fast as the lower octave. In Western classical music that originated in Europe, we divide the basic sounds into 12 subdivisions or notes between the same pitch or letter. Remember that we put all the 12 subdivisions of sounds into 7 basic note names or letters. In Western music, we use 7 different note names or letters. They are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you use solfege, the corresponding are La, Ti or Si, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, and then Do again. Solfege or letters, the notes are the same, the pitches are the same, just how you name it is different. Since we don't use an H note in Western music, after G, we'll go back to A at a higher pitch. Question, so what note then comes before A if you're going down? The answer is G. Right? If you're going down, before A will come G, and then you go to F, E, D. And if you go past G, you repeat to a higher A that was before. So I'm going to just, for demonstration purposes, without really knowing how this works, just show you what the notes are. So this is open G, then we repeat, and we'll go back to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember, no H note, then we'll go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. If you play the piano, you'll notice that I said G, but it should be G sharp. We're going to talk about sharps and flats later, but for now, we just want to know what fingers make on the violin, so music in general will make sense. So, a little overview. There's 7 different note names that we subdivided into 12 half steps, which we'll get to later. The violin has 4 strings. There are G, D, A, E. We get the remaining notes by changing the length of the string by pressing our fingers down. And after G, we'll go back to A, and higher A's vibrate twice as fast as lower A's, and that is true for all the notes. So let's say the open D, let's just say, or low A is 220, 1 on G, open A is 440, 3 fingers on E is 880. There's lots of math and science and learning how to play the violin, and if you understand it, then you're going to be off to a great start, and it's all going to be making sense as you get more advanced. Thanks for watching. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, and continue watching the rest of the tutorials to have a really good understanding of how to learn to play violin fast. See you in the next video.